Hello! Today SFB presents a quick market analysis in the intermediate term. So our prediction is on the next few months. There's so much talk out there about a market crash, something that's been hovering in the horizon, and you hear it everywhere. Crash here, crash there, crash everywhere. Well, based on technical analysis, we have come to the conclusion that there seems to be no crash anytime soon. For the purpose of this video, let's take a look at the Nasdaq Composite Index, which skews heavily towards tech stocks. Personally, I like the Nasdaq and that's why I chose it for today. Now, for the love of God, please note this is not financial advice. I'm just passing on what the crystal ball is showing. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate our voiceover services. Because when it comes to reading your future, SFB would like to deliver an audio format. Reach out to us with any questions. Call 416-908-5757 or email info@stathifilmboutique.com. Happy trading! Okay, looking at Nasdaq's chart, we can see there is a strong uptrend in the intermediate term. Looking at the cycles analysis that I kindly borrowed, we have a new cycle starting in October, and it just doesn't look like the timing for a crash is available since a new cycle and uptrend will start then. Now, to further support this theory, let's take a look at another Nasdaq chart. Here, based on the waves principle, it seems that we are on wave 5 up of an ascending impulse, again in the intermediate degree, supporting our original target of nearing the 16,000 mark. Looking at a more long-term prediction of Nasdaq, it seems to still be poised up as seen here on wave 3, and it should surpass the $16,000 resistance mark. To support our argument further, let's take a look at some top stocks that drive Nasdaq. A hot topic of conversation these days is Nvidia Corp. It carries a market cap of $1.12 trillion. They are a dominant supplier of artificial intelligence. Yes, AI. Let's take a look at their chart. It seems similar to Nasdaq, however, Nvidia has surpassed this point of resistance level of 336. This rocket ship has launched and it's not coming back anytime soon. It looks like wave 5 up of an ascending diagonal, so don't be surprised if it hits the $550 mark in the next little while. And if we were to have a crash, this is the scenario you're imagining. Please don't mind my drawing skills, but this scenario is unlikely. Further, let's take a look at Apple Inc., which accounts for $3 trillion in market cap. The Nasdaq is mainly driven by 6 stocks and Apple is at the forefront. Again, as you see in this chart, we have also surpassed this point of resistance, which for Apple is 181. And it indicates a general uptrend again. From 2022 to the beginning of 2023, it seems Apple has undergone a normal correction. And as you see here, ABC indicates a correction. And now we should be in a minor pullback. This pullback could go into $150 zone before we continue the uptrend again. Quickly, let's take a look at Microsoft, who is another major influencer of Nasdaq, with a market cap of $2.57 trillion. Microsoft has broken this resistance point here at 290. So based on the waves theory, if this was a downtrend, this level would not have been broken because you cannot have an overlap of wave 4. Also, this does not seem to be a correction, but rather an uptrend because wave 2 cannot go over the top of wave 1. So we have broken 2 rules here based on the waves theory, and this indicates again no crash is in sight, but Nasdaq suggests an uptrend. We can continue analyzing more stocks on Nasdaq, but the point is AI is driving Nasdaq on an uptrend. For the purpose of this video, I'd like to analyze AI versus the resistance. Who is the resistance, you ask? Well, let's take a look.
Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh vela ciao, vela ciao, vela ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato
By resistance, of course, I'm talking about none other than the crypto market. And with Bitcoin being at the forefront, let's take a look what this chart is showing. Crypto typically follows the Nasdaq, but here we have a slightly different prediction. Based on the waves principle, Bitcoin seems to have completed 5 waves down, which means the current uptrend is only a correction before it goes back down. And it will be interesting to see what will happen because the Nasdaq is indicating an uptrend. And sometimes it could be pulling Bitcoin up, but based on the principle, it should not. The current uptrend should go into the $40,000 mark before it starts its decline again. So on the 1-week chart at the cycle degree, it seems we are on wave 2 up of a descending diagonal. So once it hits the 40,000 plus zone, it should go back down to complete the downtrend. Let's explore the crypto world a bit further. Here we have Marathon Digital, also on the Nasdaq, with a 2.87 billion market cap. Definitely not as powerful as the other players we just talked about. However, Mara is a digital assets technology company engaging in mining cryptocurrencies. This chart looks like it's completing a downtrend. At the moment, it is in an uptrend correction. Another Bitcoin company is Riot, and this chart also indicates a downtrend. And like the previous ones we just talked about, an uptrend correction should first take place in the intermediate degree. The conclusion we draw from all this is that in the intermediate term, both AI Nasdaq and crypto will be on an uptrend, with Nasdaq indicating a long-term bullish perspective and also zero crash in sight based on technical analysis. Happy trading!